Hey you guys, what's up? We're going to make a little bit of Honey Boo Boo Sketti. Anybody watched Here Comes Honey Boo Boo on TLC? One of the episodes towards the end, you get a little snippet, a little peek of how Mama June makes her Honey Boo Boo Sketti. The part we really don't know is what goes in the meat, per se. So I'm going to use this. Just a little bit of minced garlic to give the meat a little kick. But I've got the good old country crock that she used on that episode. Ketchup. Ground beef. Bowl. And some noodles already ready to go. Some Sketti noodles. I also made a little bit of drop biscuits or whatever to go with it. And in the background, got a little bit of Monday Night Raw, a little bit of wrestling. So, first thing we're going to do is take that ground beef and put it in this frying pan. And I'll be back. And in case you were wondering, I got 73% lean, 27% fat. Because, I mean, really, the Honey Boo Boo clan don't look like too much of a health freak family. So, more fat means it tastes better. So, we got the ground beef in the frying pan. Got the gauge on about middle way. Right there. And we're going to just grind this meat up and fry it up here. And with the spoon. And I will be back once we're towards the end. Alright, we got the minced garlic popped open. This will be whatever flavoring you want to put in your ground beef. You know, if you're into onions or something. Whatever pepper shaker seasoning you want to put in. Now it's time to grab it. Just taking a regular tablespoon. Getting a little bit on the tip here because I am a pansy when it comes to foreign objects. I don't want a lot of activity in my food. So I'm going to take that much. Put it right here in the middle of the frying pan. In this little circle I've made. I want this to fry it with the ground beef so the juices kind of all cook together. So drop that back over here. You can hear it maybe starting to sizzle. So I'm going to start cooking this all together and I'll be back when it's time to drain the beef. A little update on our Honey Boo Boo Sketti. I had to turn the dial up just a little bit because it was not making any progress. So, you know, it's your stove. Use your best judgment. That right there is the reason why I don't buy that kind of ground beef, because half of it goes away in grease fat when you strain it. Of course, I don't know, maybe that's the magic recipe. She didn't strain it. I don't know. Like I said, we didn't get to see the meat sign on the TV show, but we just have to make our best guess. So I'll be back when we are straining the grease out. Alright guys, we are back for some Honey Boo Boo Sketti. I have drained the hamburger meat and returned it to the pan. I also rewatched the episode on YouTube of making the spaghetti, and you only see the ground beef for a split second while she's frying it up. It's still pink and raw like she just put it in the pan. So, don't really know how she operates the meat, but that's how I went for it. So now we've got a big scoop of butter. I watched her scoop this out, and it was pretty much like a big scoop of ice cream. Pardon the angle. It's pretty much like a big scoop of ice cream if you're going to Cold Stone Creamery or something. So there's that. Okay. And then ketchup. And there were generous squeezes. Okay. So there we go. I'm going to put it in the microwave here. Had some old breakfast and lunch from earlier today. So, into the microwave it goes. gonna go for 1 minute. Melt time. We'll see if we can catch it when it comes around and see what it looks like. Can't see anything. Oh, I'm gonna melt this up real good and then be back. Alright, so there we have it melted down. We don't exactly know what what was the combination after it was melted down. Was it put back in with the meat and it was fried up a little bit more? Or was the meat just poured in mixed with some of the noodles? That's the version I'm going for. So, just taking my hamburger meat, pouring it into the bowl. And from the smell of it, generally speaking, growing up on Chef Boyardee as a kid, that's what it smells like, Chef Boyardee. Spaghetti. So, then into that bowl, take some of the spaghetti, like so, and maybe another scoop. Okay, now I'm going to stir that together. Let me have to do this by itself and then come back to you. So you can see a little bit of the meat coming from the bottom and a little bit of the sauce on the noodles. So I will stir that up and be... Alright, there it is, incorporated together. And since the noodles had been made earlier with the dinner that my sister cooked, regular people spaghetti, those noodles are cold. So I'm going to take some of this Honey Boo Boo Sketti concoction, plop it in this bowl, and then give it another reheat. And I'll give you a first impression thoughts on the Honey Boo Boo Sketti. Definitely think I'll be a fan of it because it doesn't have all those what I would call foreign objects in it. I don't like to be able to pick apart onions and bell peppers and all that kind of junk. This is just meat, butter, ketchup, noodles. So I will heat this up and be right back. Alright guys, we're back. And I'm going to taste test Honey Boo Boo Spaghetti. I put it in the microwave too long so it's really steaming, so I have to blow it off. And as predicted, it kind of pretty much tastes like Chef Boyardee. If I'd used a whole lot more butter and a whole lot more ketchup so that it was more saucy in here instead of just lightly coated, it would taste just like Chef Boyardee. But I really like this version better for when I have spaghetti. Like I say, I don't have to worry about foreign objects getting in the way. So I would say overall, Honey Boo Boo Spaghetti was a big success. So try it out. Tell me what you guys think. Bye.